Poilievre calls out Trudeau's wacko and unhinged claim that carbon taxes will stop forest fires. He keeps saying this nonsense. Let's actually go here. There's a video from David Craden. I've actually never heard of him before. He's got 16,000 subscribers. He's a post-millennial and Substack writer, Human Events and Epoch Times columnist. Okay. He's put out a video here, and let's see this.
Mr. Speaker, Canadians are facing the impacts of the extreme weather events that come from climate change that are unfortunately getting worse and worse every year. That is why our government from 2015 onwards has stepped up in the fight against climate change, because not only are we reducing Canada's emissions to the lowest level outside the pandemic in 25 years, but we're also stepping up in the jobs and technological innovations that the world needs to successfully fight climate change. We will continue to fight climate change, Mr. Speaker, and put more money in people's pockets while he sits with his arms crossed and no plan.
I'm just sick of hearing about this. You know the weather is not affected by climate change.
He says that his taxes are going to make Canada a high-tech wonderland. Before, his claim was that it was going to stop forest fires. It's him that made the link, not me. Obviously, I think the link between the two is absolutely ridiculous, because his tax is not an environmental plan. It's a money collecting plan. It's a plan of government greed. So I'll ask the question again. He wants to hike the tax to 61 cents a liter. If it gets to that high and people are all starving in the streets, will that stop the forest fires?
I'm going to go on a limb here and say no. I'm going to say it won't stop the forest fires.
I have a slight learning disability.
Let's go back to here. So, Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre took aim during Wednesday's question period at Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's claim that the carbon tax is fighting climate change and stopping forest fires by asking how high would his tax have to go for forest fires to stop. So this is the same shit that it's like Trudeau doesn't want to get reelected. He's either so incompetent, or he's just trying to wreck the country as much as he can before he gets out. I mean, let's take a look at, all right. So what we got? We've got the Conservatives with 43% of the popular vote, Liberals with 24%. So 19-point lead right now. And it's not going down. It's been around that 15 to 20 points for a long time now. It's not going away. So all of Trudeau's climate virtue signaling and his attempts to label the Conservatives as, MAGA or far right or white supremacists, none of it's working. None of it's working. Antipop says China wants him to do more damage. Yeah, well, they're certainly not going to. They like him. That's obviously why they've been helping him in the last two elections, as we found out about the election interference from China. They obviously clearly they prefer him because they were trying to help him win. Is he acting on the behest of China? Well, I'm not going to go that far. I'm just going to say that his goals and their goals, I'm going to say his goals and their goals end up in the same place, which is the Western world being a shithole and weak and fragmented and broke and, not a threat to China. Trudeau said that he knows that conservative ridings right across the country, people are worried about droughts, people are worried about floods, people are worried about wildfires that are more and more severe. Canadians need a clean plan to fight climate change, which is something the Conservative leader hasn't put forward while we are fighting climate change and putting money in people's pockets. How about this? If wiping Canada off the map entirely, just no more Canada, just return it all to forest again. There's no people here. There's no industry. There's no nothing. Okay? So that would affect the global climate 0%. That would have no impact. That would have no impact whatsoever while China was building another, 3 billion coal plants a year, right? So if removing Canada from the world, all Canadian industry from the world, would have zero effect on climate change, what is a carbon tax going to do exactly? Rogue Thought says the climate change narrative is simply about power and control. It hurts the poor and makes the oligarchs richer. That's all true. That's all true. I mean, let's take a look here. So this is from 2020, and so it'll be about the same today. China, 31%. United States, only 13%. India, 7%. That's going up. They've just had a huge breakthrough with coal there. They're very proud of their coal, actually. Let's see. Where is Canada in this? Let's see. Mexico, 1%. Canada, 2%. Canada could disappear from the face of the globe, and it's not going to affect global climate whatsoever. Any oil or coal that's produced will just be found somewhere else, and China and India, whoever is going to still burn it anyway. Right? So if Canada just being erased from the planet won't change the climate, won't stop forest fires, how is a carbon tax going to do that? Obviously, it's just about getting more fucking money out of you to redistribute it to people that they want to vote for them. That's clearly what it's about. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Sharing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.